Hey wifey, what's up? So it's your friend's birthday and you forgot to get her a gift. I'll make something. How long do I have? 2 hours? What would that be a problem? 2 hours. Cool, see you in 2 hours. 2 hours, 2 hours. This could be a problem. Okay, so here's the deal. I've got 2 hours to make a gift from start to finish. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head over to the lathe and I'm gonna make a pen. The great thing about working on a lathe is that starting and finishing a project in just a couple of hours makes you feel super productive. It's a really, really fun way of working. And making a pen, well, it's special, it's personal, it's unique, and it makes a beautiful gift. And now, no offense to all the expert pen makers out there, but to be honest, they're kind of easy to get started with. When it comes to pens, there are literally dozens of different style kits for you to choose from, and you can buy pen blanks in all sorts of different mixes of timber and epoxy, or you can even make your own. I tend to prefer timber over epoxy, so I've chosen a pen blank which is mainly timber with a little bit of epoxy on the end, and I'm going to use a click pen kit because I enjoy sitting there and clicking the pen. Now this click style pen requires 2 separate halves, so I'm going to cut it in half and then put a mark on it so that I know which way they go back together. With this particular blank, it's not too hard to tell which one's left and right, but it's good practice to get into. I'm using the drill bit on the lathe to put a hole through my blanks, however, you really don't need this attachment. A hand drill and a good eye is all you really need. The brass tubes get a little bit of a scuffing so the glue's got something to stick to, and then I'm going to use super glue to put them inside the blank. And then I've gone and quickly trued them up using this little doodad. Again, you don't need to go out and buy this special tool. 5 seconds on the sander will do the same thing. One thing you will need to buy though is a pen mandrel for the lathe. There are ways around it, definitely, but if you're going to make a couple of pens, just spend a little bit of money and buy the mandrel. It'll make things a lot more enjoyable and easier. And now you're up to the easy part of the project. Just mount your blanks and start turning it. I'm still using my Easy Wood tools. These are carbide cutters that scrape the wood instead of slicing away like a traditional tool does. These cutters are incredibly easy to use and they're great for brand new turners to start off with. I've had these ones for over a year now, I've used them heaps and I still haven't had to sharpen or replace the cutter heads. Honestly, I am really, really happy with these tools. They are perfect for what I do on the lathe. Now, the great thing about making a pen on the lathe is that they're so small that you finish before you even begin. And that's a good thing, because I'm running out of time. Now, I am not an expert pen turner, and my pen blank is slightly wavy, which is not something you want to have in a pen. So what I tend to do is get a piece of wood, which I know is flat, put some sandpaper over it, and then I just hold it up against the pen blank while it's turning. And that's just going to grind away, make everything nice and flat and smooth and uniform. Once that's done with the 240 grit sandpaper, then I can move into using this pack, which goes from about 1,000 up to about 14,000 grit, and work my way through all the different levels. When it comes to the finish, there are literally hundreds of different types of pen finish out there. I'm still very brand new to the game, so I'm going for the one which works for me, which I know is nice and easy and repeatable, and that's just super glue. First I put on the glue, then I spray the hardener, and there's one layer done. Then I'm going to put on some glue, spray some hardener, and that's 2 layers done. I'll probably end up doing something like 7 or 8 coats on each pen. Once all your layers are in place, you will have to sand again all the way from the start to your top level of finish, but this goes really, really fast, mainly because all the glue fumes have kicked in by now, and your head gets really light and wavy. Shrek?
What are you doing in my swamp?
Luckily, it does wear off pretty fast, so I don't know, maybe wear a mask? Assembling the pen is pretty simple, just follow the instructions that come with the kit. You can assemble the pen just using a hand clamp, or you can go out and buy a special pen press. It just makes it a little bit easier. So this was about an hour's work, but of course the more you make, the faster you get at it. If you're interested in wood turning, be sure to check out the range of Sherwood blades and Easy Wood tools that Timbercon stock. Tell them the Woodfather sent you. And I'd love to hang around and tell you a little bit more, but wife is home, so I'm going to go exchange this for some brownie points. Catch.